Have you ever woken up after a full night's sleep, but felt like your brain never actually rested? Here's the truth. Just sleeping isn't enough to renew your brain, because sleep isn't just about turning off. It's a repair system, a deep cleaning crew. And if that crew doesn't show up, you go to bed tired and wake up toxic. There's a little known process in your brain called the glymphatic system. And when it works right, it literally washes your brain while you sleep. But it only activates when certain conditions are met, and almost no one is meeting them. That's why this video is not about how to sleep more. It's about how to turn your nights into a brain detox ritual. You'll learn how to reset your melatonin, the 2-minute ritual to drop your cortisol, the foods that clean or poison your brain, and a checklist to activate your brain's self-cleansing mode. Starting tonight, what you do in the 2 hours before bed decides the quality of your energy tomorrow. Let's fix that, starting now. Chapter 1. What happens to your brain while you sleep? Here's something wild. When you're in deep sleep, your brain actually shrinks a little. Sounds weird, right? But that's exactly what allows fluid to flow through your brain, washing out toxins like beta amyloid. The same waste linked to Alzheimer's. This system is called the glymphatic system. It's real. And it only works during deep, slow-wave sleep. So if your sleep is shallow, or broken up by stress, screens, or late-night snacks, that whole cleansing process just doesn't happen. It's like taking your car to the shop and driving home with the same engine grime. Here's the key takeaway. Your brain only repairs itself when it feels safe enough to shut down. And that leads us to the biggest mistake most people make. Chapter 2. The number one thing that blocks your brain's detox. Right now, your brain might be overstimulated. Not just tired, wired, all the scrolling, the messages, the YouTube rabbit holes, even just thinking about everything you still didn't do. Your brain is stuck in on mode. And here's the kicker. When your stress hormone, cortisol, is up, your sleep hormone, melatonin, can't do its job. No melatonin equals no deep sleep. No deep sleep equals no brain cleanup. It's that simple. That's why so many people clench their jaws in their sleep, wake up at 3 a.m. in a panic, or feel like their mind never fully powers down. The real problem? There's no off-ramp, no ritual to tell your brain, hey, it's okay to rest now. And even worse, your phone's blue light? Your brain thinks it's the sun. So while the world outside is winding down, your brain is still chasing daylight. Chapter 3. The night ritual that reprograms your brain. Think of your brain like a violin. You can't just stop playing a loud song and throw it in the case. It keeps vibrating. It needs to be tuned down. Slowly. Same with your nervous system. So here's a simple 3-step ritual that helps your brain shift gears. 1. Physical cue. Change into sleep clothes. Brush your teeth. Dim the lights. 2. Sensory cue. Turn on soft music. Use calming scents like lavender or chamomile. 3. Symbolic cue. Close your laptop, blow out a candle, write one sentence that ends your day. These 3 tiny moves create a mental exhale. They say to your brain, you're safe. You can shut down, you can clean, you can restore. Without this ritual, you might sleep, but you never fully restart. Chapter 4. Digital Sunset Protocol. Let me ask you this. Would you drink coffee at 7 p.m.? Because that's what your brain thinks is happening when you scroll through your phone at 10. Blue light suppresses melatonin production by up to 80%. That's like slamming the brakes on your sleep cycle. So here's your action plan. 2 hours before bed, start dimming the lights. Use amber lighting if you can. 1 hour before bed, shut down your phone. Physically put it away. Last 30 minutes, no screens. Just silence, slow breathing, or light reading. Studies from Harvard show that people who follow this for 1 week improve their deep sleep quality by over 50%. You don't need more hours of sleep. You need smarter ones. Chapter 5. Foods that heal or harm your brain at night. Let's talk about what you eat. Because your brain is deeply sensitive to your nighttime meals. At night, your body wants to slow digestion and focus on brain repair, but if you eat heavy, sugary, or processed food, your system has to choose. Do I digest this or clean the brain? Guess what usually wins? And that's why you might wake up groggy with strange dreams or that feeling of, I slept but I didn't rest. Here's what to avoid. Refined sugar messes with your insulin and circadian rhythm. Alcohol blocks REM and clogs your liver. Ultra-processed junk overloads your gut, which talks directly to your brain. Now, the brain-friendly foods. Tryptophan-rich foods, bananas, oats, nuts, help your body make melatonin. Magnesium, dark greens, seeds, cocoa, calms the nervous system. Herbal teas like chamomile or valerian trigger your body's relax and restore mode. And timing matters. Eat at least 2 to 3 hours before bed to give your brain the space it needs to start its overnight cleaning shift. Because every bite you take before bed is either helping your brain recover or quietly clogging it. Chapter 6. Sleep starts in the morning. Sounds strange, right? But it's true. Good sleep doesn't start at night, it starts when you wake up. Why? Because your body runs on a rhythm called the circadian clock. And the biggest reset button for that clock? Sunlight. Early, right after waking. When you go outside and get light in your eyes within the first 30 minutes, your brain goes, daytime. I'll release melatonin in about 14 hours. If you skip that, your whole sleep cycle gets confused. Stanford studies show that just 10 to 15 minutes of morning sunlight can improve sleep for 70% of people who struggle with rest. So tomorrow morning, here's what you do. Step outside or stand by a window. No sunglasses, your brain needs the light. Move your body a little, stretch, breathe, walk. It's simple, and it sends a clear message. Reset now, rest later. Chapter 7. The breath and touch that calm your brain. Your bedroom can be perfect, your lights dimmed, your food clean, but if your nervous system is still on guard, deep sleep won't come. Here's the quiet truth no one tells you. Your brain can't fully rest until it feels safe. And that safety, it's not just emotional, it's physical. There are 2 powerful tools for this. 1, slow, deep breathing. 2, comforting physical touch. Try this. Breathe in for 4 seconds. Breathe out for 6. Do that for 5 minutes. That extended exhale tells your vagus nerve, it's okay to relax now. And then add gentle touch. Hold your own hand. Massage your neck or shoulders. Hug someone you trust. This releases oxytocin, the safety and connection hormone. It lowers cortisol, calms the fear center in your brain, and unlocks the path to deep rest. You don't need silence, you need a signal. It's safe to power down. Chapter 8. The Night Notebook. Your mental offload. It's not lack of sleep, it's mental clutter that's keeping you up. Your mind is full of open loops, unfinished thoughts, tasks, worries, and your brain won't shut them off unless you help it. There's even a name for this, the Zeigarnik effect, your brain's obsession with unresolved stuff. So here's the fix. A notebook, right next to your bed. Not a journal, not poetry. Just a mental dump zone. Before bed, write down everything swirling in your mind, tasks, ideas, fears, random thoughts. Don't filter. Don't correct. Just unload. Then close the notebook and say, this can wait. This gives your brain permission to shut down. It creates mental silence, the kind your brain needs to fully clean itself overnight. Psychologists have found that this simple habit can reduce time to fall asleep and improve sleep quality by over 40%. It's not about solving, it's about letting go. Chapter 9. Your Brain Detox Checklist. Start tonight. Now let's turn insight into habit, because knowing isn't what changes your life, doing is. Here's your Brain Detox Checklist. 7 micro habits, each one powerful alone. Together, transformative. 1. Slow down on purpose. 2 hours before bed, reduce volume, pressure, decisions. Let your body sense that the day is ending. 2. Start your digital sunset. Screens off, lights warm, inputs down. Let your brain remember darkness. 3. Perform your three-part wind-down ritual. Physical cue, sensory cue, symbolic cue. Repeat it until your nervous system says, I know this path. 4. Eat like your brain depends on it, because it does. Cut what inflames, add what restores, and always stop a few hours before sleep. 5. Get your morning light. Let the sun be your rhythm keeper. 10 minutes of sunlight for 10 hours of clarity. 6. Breathe slow. Touch soft. Let oxytocin replace cortisol. Let your body say, you're safe now. 7. Empty your mind before bed. Don't sleep on your thoughts. Write them down. What's named can be released. You don't have to do all 7 tonight. Choose one. Make it yours. Repeat. Let it build. Because habits aren't effort, they're memory. You don't need another productivity hack. You need restoration. Tonight, when you dim the lights, you're not just preparing to sleep, you're choosing who you'll be tomorrow. If this spoke to you, share it with someone whose mind is tired too. And tell me in the comments, which habit are you starting tonight?